I'm on the Agrovista stand and I'm with John Marland, and I think the last time we spoke, John, was 3 years ago, just at the launch of Agrovista. So the very obvious first question is, how's it gone?
Well, I think we've all suffered through the COVID years. What it actually gave us was an opportunity to focus on the integration, because the commercial aspects had all but collapsed. I mean, pretty much the same for everybody. As an agriculturally owned business, agriculture had key worker status, so the business continued. However, the amenity division, as you know, golf courses, schools, football clubs all closed. So it really gave us an opportunity to focus on what we were trying to do with Agrovista as a brand. So it was good in many respects for us, but as you see now, the integration of Maxwell is fully in place, and it's now part of the Agrovista family, and we're away and cooking with gas again. So.
Now, I suppose when you did launch 3 years ago, you'll have had ambitions, you'll have had targets. We know what's happened in the interim 3 years. So would you say, based on what you've just told me, that how far down that road to where you wanted to be are you after 3 years?
So where we are today is probably where we should have been in 2021 in terms of the commercial realisation of the two businesses. Again, it's not perfect, but then again, I don't think anybody strategised having 2 years of COVID. And
as I say, we could have been in the hospitality or the travel industry.
Oh, it could have been far worse. It could have been far worse. I mean, we took the decision, we didn't furlough a single member of staff. We kept everybody fully employed. We worked to remote working practices, and as a business we survived. You know, we did a lot of work internally. We dealt with a lot of our organisational issues. Two businesses coming together is never easy. It's never easy, and in many ways it gave us not a free pass, but it gave us some time and space to get some of the work done in terms of the integration. So,
I know we talk about the challenges that you've obviously faced in doing that, but what are the things that have actually come out of it as real positives that you can they maybe didn't think of at the time? Anything you think, that's a bonus that we've got?
I always struggle to take too many positives, because I think a lot of people were really badly affected by COVID, and to try and, spin it as being a real positive thing can be a little bit difficult. But I think it brought in remote working practices. I think it galvanised our team in many respects. And it certainly, for me, put forward the value of agronomists and the face-to-face interaction with people. Because a business can't exist purely online and the internet. And I think in the professional space, the value of real advice was clear and became manifest during COVID, when people couldn't talk with one another. And shows and events like this, because they weren't in the calendar. And it's great to be back here again, I think, interacting with customers and industry colleagues, if you like. So yeah, it's one of the things that is highlighted to me anyway.
Now, one of the things that came out of your acquisition and change was that I'm speaking one publisher to another publisher, because part of it was you've got pitch care as well.
Yes, an incidental publisher, I would probably say. We've taken the magazine into the Agrovista family. We've done some, as you've probably seen recently, some redesign of the magazine, and we've tried to position it back where it once was, probably with things that are more topical to the whole industry, rather than just perhaps a specific, individual in every monthly episode or whatever. So,
and the rest of it, we've got cost of living crises and all the rest of it going on at the moment. So, but what are your hopes and aspirations for the rest of 2023?
Well, I think 2023 will be more stable than 2022. I don't think we'll see a whole-scale return to normal pricing. I think there's too many broader macroeconomic challenges, whether it's the war in Ukraine. I think we are seeing more stability. Energy prices are still in the extreme. And as the editorial piece in Pitch Care, it still concerns me that our end users' budgets are not in line with what has been super inflationary pressures. My personal view is the next 18 months we'll start to see more of a correction in pricing. I think we'll start to see some downward pressure, and some of this, extraordinarily high pricing on nutrition will start to settle. but it will be a slow process. It's not going to be something that's fixed overnight. So
I think I said in my editorial in Tough Matters was that let's get ourselves through 2023 and see 2024 as the real springboard, but hopefully I'm a bit pessimistic when it comes to that.
I don't disagree with you. I genuinely don't feel that is out of sync. Again, there's probably, depending on the situation in Ukraine and how that affects global economies, but I do think at our local level, amenity industry in the UK, 2024 will be probably more normal than the last 3 or 4 years we've experienced.
We'll roll on 2024, but let's get through 2023. John, thanks very much for your time, and good to see you again.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.